Real quick, just to throw off the league, look at my second transaction I have in for tomorrow. Just for shits and giggles. In case I win, I could say I had Tom Brady.
It's time to send out 2024 with one last heat check. Ladies and gentlemen, it's taken a long time to get here. There have been hijinks, lowjinks, mysteries, solved and otherwise. And we are down to 2 at the top, 2 at the bottom in the Super Funhouse Fantasy 2 Turbo Fantasy Football League. It's a very auspicious week. And as we record this, it is Christmas Eve. So by the time you hear it, I hope you all had a wonderful Christmas and are preparing for an appropriately debaucherous New Year. Now, we're as I mentioned last week, I'm going to be recording this very likely in fits and spurts during the Funhouse Christmas Eve celebration, which you can hear going on in the background. So I'm just gonna start at why not start at the top with me out here on the dark and cold Funhouse back deck, because Dion isn't here yet to start the jet engine heater. Returning and possibly repeating champion Clayton, how are you tonight, Santa?
I'm feeling festive tonight. I can't believe this is a reality. In dynasty leagues where you keep your team, I could say that this is more of a easier possibility, but to escape all the injuries after drafting and getting back here is very humbling.
No, it's true, and much was said about the infamous McCaffrey trade, but you've nevertheless weathered that storm well too. So I don't know, man. You've clearly earned your spot here,
as well as you, sir.
Yeah, I mean, I had a very good, I think a good deep draft, and I think I got pretty lucky off the running backs, man. Kyron and Saquon have been about as close as it gets to automatic, and probably bolstered me through a number of wins that otherwise might have been very, very dicey.
Yeah.
Oh, hi.
Oh, hi.
This is a different friendly neighborhood bartender. This is Jada. Hi, Jada.
Hi. How's it going?
It's going pretty well. Do you have a trivia question for us?
Oh, a trivia question. Oh. Pertaining to anything in particular?
I mean, really, it's dealer's choice.
Give me 5 minutes.
Okay. Hey, we are joined by our off-duty friendly neighborhood bartender, Derek. Derek, how are you this evening?
I'm all right. A little chilly, but I'm part Inuit.
That's
all right.
That's right. 65 different words for snow.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you're off duty, but just to get it out of the way, do you have a trivia question for us?
I do, actually.
Oh, shit.
Right.
Oh, let's go.
All right, so here's another. I got this actually off of Jeopardy. Okay, so in the year of our Lord, 1969.
Nice.
Neil Armstrong landed on the moon.
Mm-hmm.
This is the only franchise who won a Super Bowl before Neil Armstrong set foot on the moon and has not been back since.
Oh, well.
I have a guess.
I think Is it?
Go ahead, I'll let you
all
go
right,
first.
is it the New York Jets?
It is the New York Jets.
We were both on.
It was on Jeopardy yesterday. I thought it would be.
They were on Baltimore at that time. Is that correct, or was that the Colts?
They were playing
that
the
were in
Baltimore Colts, and which I was
Right.
actually
That was the Namath guarantee.
I was going to go a little deeper into it. I was going to do like the 1976 Seattle and Tampa Bay came into the league, and if you remember, that Seattle was actually an AFC team.
I didn't actually.
So I believe that when Seattle came into the league, and I didn't do my fact checking on this, Baltimore went from the NFC to the AFC.
Okay.
To balance things out.
And did Seattle make the switch when they changed went to with 8 divisions or something?
Yeah. When they did that, Seattle was an AFC. Well, they were an AFC team in Tecmo Super Bowl 1991 copyright.
2002, I believe it was, when Seattle made the switch over, and they were the only modern team
Which provides
to play
the
in
intro.
the championship of both the AFC and NFC.
Oh, so that would be when the championship. Yeah, not the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Because that would have been when the Cleveland Browns came back into existence, and then the Houston Texans. Well, Browns came back in 2000.
It was one of the first years of the millennium.
Yeah. It was early. Damn, I should have done more fact checking on this one. But
Cleveland got the royal scrooge, if you think about it. They moved to Baltimore, win a Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
That team that moved to Baltimore
It's
had
considered.
Belichick as a coach on that team.
Right.
And Cleveland had to start from scratch again, and they've still been struggling
It
since.
is still they're on like the registry as they're still the Cleveland Browns franchise.
Yeah.
However,
They moved. I know that a few years back, maybe a decade or so, they actually moved like the Ravens, like the franchise history to the new Browns. And just like,
yep.
nah, you guys began in '98 or whatever. But yeah, well, so Derek, we'll get to you in just a second, but I wanna talk about the championship match here between myself and Clayton. It turns out that podcast bump is real. And here we are. What I have to assume is like the two voices most frequently heard on this channel. And here we are in the playoffs. Now you won what did you score, like 140 something
180
last week? Yeah. I'm up against some fucking tall cotton here.
Well, I'll put it to you this way. This is the easiest way to put it. I already looked at your team. I looked at my team. You have been the high scorer in the league numerous times, and so have I. It's just going to come down to who puts up what over the course of the 4 days of the NFL that is being played this week. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, games Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, and Sunday. So we'll be back and forth all week.
Now, let me. I guess I know my answer to this, because I think maybe the best way to like zero in on this is like who's really the linchpin player. I'll start with me while you think about that. Mm-hmm. It's got to be Saquon Barkley. This is the guy who has. I'm sure he's been the highest point scorer all season long for me, and now with Hurts being ruled out, and my old pal Kenny Pickett coming in to fuck me yet again.
Yes, he can.
But now I think that we now get to see, because I mean there was a huge difference between Barkley in the first half of last week's game and Barkley in the second half, and I'm like, is Pickett going to be able to make that air game even anything that a defense has to respect, such that Saquon can get some room to run? And I don't know, can they scheme stuff open or whatever? Is Dallas's defense like shit even when they know what's coming?
Ooh.
I don't know. They're at home, fortunately. This is in Philly, so that should be good for something, but
I just realized something. We also have Monday night. And
the owner is out here as well. He's going to fire up the jet engine and give us some heat. Now go on, Clayton.
I forgot we have Monday night game, and one of my biggest players right now, because Montgomery's is out, Gibbs plays on Monday night.
Oh, so it's going to come down to that, probably.
And he's projected at 20 points, so if I don't have a big lead and I'm down by like 14, we're in for one hell of a Monday night.
It's going to be a nail biter. Oh, boy. Well, we're going to have to... I think we'll have to probably get together for that one.
Well, I will be doing trivia, but maybe after.
A-okay.
My only concern on my team is James Conner's questionable, but I have him in my flex, and I have a handful of people I can put in a flex. I just have to pick the right one.
Who you gonna auto sub?
Probably Jawan Jennings, not George Pickens most likely, but
it's very loud, but we'll manage.
It's all good.
By the way, my linchpin was Tank Dell.
Oh yeah, no.
Just kidding. He didn't do shit for me all year. I mean, I hope he heals up good and everything.
Sure.
I gotta get going.
All right, Derek, real quick while you're here,
Yes.
what's your prognosis? What do you need to have happen?
I'm
here?
working on my stand-up delivery. I'm trying my best. Timing. What do they say is the key to comedy?
Not sure I ever learned.
Timing.
I got to get in there and switch up some music, but best of luck to you. Like I said, this is going to be a long week for us. We got 5 days of NFL football to get through.
It sure is.
So.
It sure is.
And it's going to probably come down to Monday night.
Yep. Very likely. All right. Well,
What
best
a
of luck to
season.
you, Clayton.
What a season.
See
Very
you on the other
humbling.
side.
Absolutely.
So, all right, we are hastily abandoned by those two jokers, and I've got Dion, the proud funhouse owner, out here on this lovely Christmas Eve. Dion, we had a hell of a fight.
Yeah, we did. And definitely didn't go as well as I was hoping it was going to go. But that's what you get when you put your faith in fucking McBride and Kyle Murray. I knew that was going to come bite me in the ass at some point.
The Arizona Cardinals feel like they should be in Vegas, given the way that it's just boom and bust.
Yeah, I should have never had any trust in them. But it was a good fight overall, and I think a great season overall.
Yep.
And I'm really happy the way it played out, where the top 4 teams made it, and now it's down to the top 2 teams in the league. So I think it worked out in all fairness.
I think so. Clayton pointed out earlier off mic that this is actually the first time in this league that the two teams with the byes have actually ended up in the final.
Oh wow!
There's been that talk about how like the number 1 seed has never won it, but the 2 seed has, I think, at least made it this far.
Oh wow!
So yeah, it's kind of interesting here. Like we were talking about, like I'm pretty much up against it. Clayton's team has just been like kicking ass the last couple of weeks, putting up all kinds of crazy numbers. But hey, you never know.
Any given Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday, or Sunday.
Yeah.
Or Monday.
Just not a Tuesday.
Yeah.
Until next year when the NFL figures out a way to conquer Tuesdays as well.
Yeah.
Now, I didn't get a chance to talk too much with Derek, but as you know, the Toilet Bowl is now going to be headlined between Derek versus Mark.
You suck.
Now, the punishments being Derek with the stand-up, having to do a tight 10 of league-provided content.
Excited.
And then Mark, who's going to have to prepare a meal for the winner.
Also excited.
Now, Clayton also said that, like, we talked about, like, what would we ask Mark to make? And we kind of both are going to go for the Bloody Mary thing. We're going to
Creme brulee, Bloody Marys?
whatever it is.
Fuck boy.
4 courses, all of which are Bloody Marys.
Interesting.
But I want to know what your thoughts are on if you want to look at the rosters, but primarily, like, which punishment are you most excited to see happen? I know Derek is an employee of yours.
Yeah.
And the Funhouse will be the venue for his punishment.
It would definitely be fun to throw him under the bus, and as excited as everybody was about making spicy wings, I think we can make these jokes even spicier for him. Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be fun to see.
That is. I know the fuck boy is going to become like I think he's going to become the ring general for comedy. I know I'm going to have to go in the tank really hard and think about like what's the best material I can give to Derek, because like it isn't just about making him look like a prick.
Yeah.
It's about that.
Yeah.
But it's also about like a little bit of pride of authorship.
Yeah. I feel like that pride part would be like getting him the break as he's reading the prompt.
Yeah.
Like, oh shit, I gotta read this now. Like, I think that would be a good point of pride.
If we can
I
get-
wrote that one.
I would like the. I mean, yeah, getting him to break. You know, Jimmy Fallon style.
Yeah.
But I think getting the crowd to pop. And I think I don't know. I think it's a tough crowd perhaps here on the Funhouse on Mondays. But that'll be the challenge facing all of us, but especially Derek.
Yeah. But under pressure, I feel like Derek could be able to handle it. As far as Mark goes, if it does come down to that, I would feel a little guilty about how labor-intensive preparing food or drink for an entire group of knuckleheads might be. But yeah, I'd feel a little guilty about that. But, you know, to the victors, goes the spoil. I guess that's how it goes.
And but Mark is the most, you know, he's very ably equipped to handle it as he picked this one himself.
Yeah. Which I did talk to Mark. The creditors are called off. Nobody's coming after my kneecaps. I did miss out on paying into the league in the beginning, but we're squaring it away now. So
Okay, all right. I did I knew we picked a good guy to handle that sort of thing.
yes.
The fear of God, India. All right. Well, I mean, Deanna, it's pretty much this is where we are. Although you are playing, I guess we can talk about this. You are playing for third place now.
Third place. Which thank you for reminding me because there are games tomorrow. Not sure if I have anybody playing tomorrow, but third place is good. It'd be good bragging, some bragging rights.
Right. You get your buyback return.
True,
You know,
yeah,
for whatever that's worth. Very cold comfort. I mean, honestly, winning the league is practically cold comfort. Like it's like getting to see someone make an asshole out of themselves is the main thing. Hey, Jada.
Hey,
You have a trivia question yet?
not yet.
Because she came out earlier and was like, oh, our current friendly neighborhood bartender, do you have a trivia question for us? She was like,
Yeah, that's good.
Derek did, though. He actually
he had
did.
one
Here,
prepared,
yeah, I'll
yeah.
grab to you. He's like, I saw this on Jeopardy the other day. In 1969, we landed a man on the moon. That same year, a certain team won the Super Bowl and has not been back to it since.
Hasn't been back to it. Probably like Neil Armstrong on the set of a Stanley Kubrick Moon. So the Raiders.
The Jets!
The Jets.
It was the Joe Namath guaranteed Jets.
Damn.
69.
Huh. Interesting. Oh, I didn't know that. Yeah. Okay. Good.
All right. Well, I may do some drive-by. I don't know, quick fire interviews, perhaps elsewhere in the evening, depending on who shows up. And of course, we're going to be doing a full long podcast at some point in the next week and a half to crown the winner. And Buka is going to drink something gross, and Mark is going to give out a bunch of singles from a Halliburton briefcase. And so we'll be able to do a whole lot of post-mortem shit then.
Nice.
But before we get to that, and before we have the championships and the toilet bowl decided, Dion, is there anything else you want to say?
For everybody else that's left in the league, winning for something or playing for something, keep the change, you filthy animals. A little holiday spirit for you.
Hell yeah. All right. Hope everybody had a Merry Christmas. Shit. Hey. And everybody have a great week. Enjoy the games. Good luck to Clayton. Good luck to Derek. Good luck to Mark. Most luck of all to me. And we will see you next time for the grand finale of the Heat Check. Just,
Thank you.
you have a wedding ring?
Yes.
Smack that in. Here we go.